not about economy, I'm about horsepower, miles per gallon. So I already don't care. My Buick out there, I think already gets shit gas mileage. Do a couple hard pulls from like 15 to 60 or so, and drop from like above the half full bar to below it. So it kind of gives you an idea. I got an 18-gallon tank too. Car's mechanically sound though. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing like in particular causing it to get bad gas mileage aside from my foot pressing on the loud pedal. Car does need some work. Here, I'll take you on a tour around this car as best as I can. You can see on the front, looks like bird shit all over the place. Well, it's not. I don't know what it is, rock chips or something. This car actually only has very few miles, but and it's been sitting here in my driveway for quite a while because on the way back from Red place where I bought it, I'm just gonna blank that out. I was, racing it. I was tacking it out and shit, so I blew up the distributor, and those are like at least $200 or some shit. Paint's kind of faded in some spots. This foam wing is pretty torn up. It's still functional, but whatever. I believe this wiper doesn't work. Neither do the front ones, but I took those off. Whatever that is, moonroof, sunroof, I don't know. Shit. That thing works if I replace a fuse. But yeah, it needs the trim like recolored, and some of the trim just plain old redone. It needs a new paint job. Like this is trim, I might just take it off, but the rust luckily hasn't gone all the way through. It's just it's on the outside of it. Fastest I've gone in it was about 90. But it gets there, well, it gets to 60 pretty damn quick. Like, dang. This car's fast for only like 90 horsepower, but shit only weighs 1,800 pounds. I did a fair amount of weight reduction. Just like taking some random stuff out. Like this. Take this out. Yeah, it's a manual. Not sure that, not sure if it came in an automatic. I'm going to take the speakers out and the radio out, maybe, if I decide to keep it. This piece of cardboard is here because if it's not, and you turn the wheel to the right, the horn goes off and starts honking at everybody. It's only got 200,000 miles. Oh, I take it back, I'm dyslexic. Just kidding, no I'm not. But 120,000 miles. It's basically been in a garage or barn or something its whole life. That's one thing. I gotta put this trim piece back on. I'm gonna have to glue it though. I resecured the mirrors, those were flopping everywhere. Took a bunch of crap out of here, like automotive archaeology out the ass. Previous owner didn't clean it, like ever. Anyways, back to wrenching. Alright, so screw this thing because there's more than just these bolts and that one behind here holding it together. So I put it all back together and I just started ripping shit off. So this was on here, pretty damn good. Sorry for the camera not being very well at sometimes. Yeah, so I decided to take this end off first, so I undid this clamp and kind of pulled it this way off of the PCV hose or line because it's not rubber, and then I just ripped this off of here. It was on pretty good. It's a decent amount of weight. And then I thought that there was only 3 screws. There's one here, and there's one here. But then there's another one hiding right down there. So there's 4. Yeah. looks like it's gonna come off fairly easily. Damn, that's dirty. Can't see the sun very well through it, so screw that. And I will begin to take out this crap. I think I'm gonna have to take out this battery. Oh, that's fucking nasty. Jesus. God damn. How did this thing make it home? I took off the thing. I was like, Jesus, because I know, like, car manufacturers, they recycle the air from the crankshaft into your intake, but they don't have, like, a filter for it, so it just carries hella oil. I'm like, ah, fuck. Okay, look, clean finger. Fucking dirty as fuck. And then I believe you follow this red line down here, goes to this, whatever this is. I think this is another emissions control thing. But that pumps into this hole right here. So, somewhat clean finger, my pinky finger. I'm going to stick it in there. Boop. Look at that. God, what the fuck is that shit? The engine has literally been eating shit its whole life. Its whole fucking life. Alright. Yep, I gotta disconnect the battery. I'm kind of scared of it just because of how nasty it is. Alright. This battery one is being a bitch. Oh wow, you guys couldn't see any of that, sorry. I'm bad, I'm one-handed, you know. I don't have anyone else that likes to dick around with cars like I do, you know. I don't have any car guy friends really, except for Noah. But he's off doing military stuff because couldn't find a job in Chico. Hell, I had a job at a gas station for about a month, but then they were like, oh, staffing issues, we gotta let you go. And I was like, oh, damn it, are you serious, guys? I mean, shoot, on my Buick out there, just taking out the stock thing, the stock intake system, and slapping a pod filter just right onto the throttle body, that was at least 25-30 horsepower that I got from that because I couldn't spin tires, but now I can. And I mean, like, that intake, it all depends on the car. That intake on my Buick was, like, so small I couldn't get my 3 fingers into the intake tube, but, you know. This one isn't too bad. This one's pretty good. It's like 3-inch. And they didn't rib it a whole lot, which is also cool of them. Trying to make it as smooth as an intake as possible. I'm going to put on some gloves and grab this thing. Good God, I take it back. It is a small battery. It's pretty small. But that thing is fucking heavy shit. Thing's probably at least 25 pounds. Fucking cables everywhere. Okay. Oh, I see. Intake from there, and what is that, a resonator? Probably something like that, right? Oh, hey, look at that, a bolt. That's awesome. I wonder what that goes to. Alright, starting on my weight reduction in the CRX. I'm not quite sure how much I hope to take out of here. Not a whole lot. But, I'm a twig, and I only weigh about 113 pounds. But my bench is 135, so I think I'm doing pretty good. So I hope to take out just enough or pretty close to compensate for me being in the car. So, starting with back here, taking out this carpeting. I thought it was going to be a bit more difficult than it should be, but this is for this little hatch door thing. I don't know. You just lift up all the carpet. There's a couple screws. So I'm going to take those out. I'll keep in mind, though, I don't need to take out 100 pounds out of here, out of the interior, because let me show you what I've done. Took out the spare tire. This one. This one's out of my Buick. Took out this bag of crap, which weighed about 10 pounds. The tire was 28.5. And replacing the battery and taking out the stock intake removed another 24.5 pounds. So I removed about 50 pounds already, just a little over. So I think that's pretty dang good. I don't expect these seats to weigh much because they're pretty Asian. No offense, they're pretty cheap. But that's the idea of this car, is to keep the weight low. So do everything you can. I mean, look at the sun visors. They're like, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna take those out too. See, I'm taking out pretty much everything, I think. All right, so I got those 4 screws out. That's about it. That holds all that garbage right there in place. I just threw them in my toolbox. I hopefully will be getting a Civic from a friend soon. We're gonna make that into a race supercar. It's gonna be badass. And then I will probably be selling this to my friend Noah because he really wants it. So I'll keep all the stuff somewhere. So if he wants to put it back in, he can. Check out this, I guess, cardboard from underneath the carpet. And since those screws over there are disconnected, we can just pull this out. I'll weigh that later. Alright, let's get back to work. Alright, next step. Break these 4 screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's this little Christmas tree clip. Oh, there's some carpeting stuck right here too. I'll have to fiddle for with that in a minute. But, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just taking a bunch of shit out. Ooh, look, a penny. 2 pennies, wow. Anyways, I took off the speaker cover and threw it out there. And, these are some hella old speakers, and they are thrashed. Like, Jesus, they are fucked up. Alrighty, I got the, panel off. It's for the speaker. That's the panel. And, that's what covered the inside right there, but kind of fell apart. Took the speaker out. It's totally crap. It's honestly, I think it's the still the stock speakers, but it's cool that they had these on. But yeah, it's a 25 watt 4 ohm. It's not too bad. Not as good as ones in my Buick that are stock though. Anyway, so removing this back panel, there was a screw here, here, a big one here, 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 and then, oh, I didn't see these 2 other ones, but there's 4 of these things, and you get a flat head and you just pop it off, and then there's screws under there. That went somewhere over there. The last one shot me in the face. I'm gonna hide my face behind the camera. Oh, okay. Cool. That fell down in here. I'm gonna put basically everything I can in that bag. Ah, there it is. To calculate the total weight, but I'll subtract 10 from whatever it weighs next, because that's what the bag originally weighed, was 10 pounds. And I mean, it's not a super scientific scale. It does like ones, like after the decimal point, like 10.5, it does that. So, God, it's hot. I came out here in the evening thinking it might be a little bit cooler because, you know, the sun is like behind the trees and stuff. Mountain Dew. And I'm sitting in here, and I got the doors open. I got this back thing open. Got the hatch open. Trying to get breeze to blow through, but there's just no breeze to be had. Really sucks. Alrighty, well, this should just, hey, what do you know? Just pops right off. I feel like this camera's zoomed in. Is it zoomed in? Was it? Oh, Jesus, was it? Maybe. I hope not. That would really suck. Alright, I'm gonna stick around, try and get these panels off on the sides and stuff. Alright, so the panel's ready to come off. There was only a couple screws. There was one right here. Sorry again. This was behind the seat belt. And there's another somewhere else. But basically, the rest of it just kind of clipped in to the floor in these holes. And up in here. Sorry again, up in here. So, to get this panel off, I am going to disconnect the bottom of the seat belt right here. It's a big bolt, 11/16. So I'm gonna hit that up. Well, yeah, camera was dirty. I feel stupid. So I disconnected the bottom one down there, disconnected this top one, and then I threw this out of the car angrily. Anyways, so I didn't really see this, but this kind of splits, right, to get it off the seatbelt. So that's nice, but I still need to do that anyways, so I can get this through here. All right, gotta take that glove off. Make sure it's not zoomed in. This is kind of alarming. Pop this off of here. I'm like, hey, what is that? It's got some liquid in it. I don't know, the fuel tank is kind of down under there. It's kind of spooky. Don't know if I want to fuck with that yet. And then this isn't only that. Pulling off the freaking sound deadening insulation crap and some of the carpet stays, and then pulling this crap out. Carpet stays. That looks nasty. Jesus. I don't want it. Alright, so the back is basically stripped as much as I'm gonna do it, because these panels seem like they're connected to the window pretty well, and it kind of took out the seal a little bit when I pulled out the black panels that were here on the sides. I'm gonna take this off on the top of the hatch, but for the back, that's about as much as I'm gonna do it. And then, yeah, I'm gonna see about taking out the passenger seat. Oh, well, I just kicked a speaker. Take out the passenger seat, probably weigh it. I don't know, I personally, I think they're pretty comfortable. Like, they're pretty contoured and stuff. As you can see, they kind of like curve in. And then maybe take out the carpet. I'll have to figure out something to do with that. I might reuse the plastic part that's connected to this carpeting, and then like put the screw the door thing back in. Might just leave that there like that, so that I can take out some weight. But god damn it, stepping on everything. But still be safe from whatever lines those are. I don't want those to bust, because I think fuel lines and stuff. 85 Honda Civic CRX SI. Honda Civic CRX SI. What I really don't like is, like, I wanted to debadge the car, and I popped this off, but there's two holes. There's two pinholes, like, for the symbol to connect, you know? That's just Honda's thing. They don't glue on badges. I wish they did. I took all the badges off my Buick except for this hood ornament, because I like hood ornaments. They're badass. It looks hecka smooth and stuff, aside from that missing trim piece. That needs to be glued back on, and I want the trim painted black. Get the car repainted like a pearly white, windows super limo tint. lower it a bit, get some nice rims. Alright, I got the 4 bolts out on the front seat. Seems pretty light. I'm gonna pause and try and pull it out. I don't have much room because cars are parked behind a gate though. These seats weigh next to nothing, just like I thought. So I might keep them in here and then just somehow do a 5-point harness or 4-point, I don't know, harness. Better than these things. Cooler too. There's a lighter. Oh, that's magnificent. Anyways, that's the PGMFI ECU crap under there. Okay, this is honestly probably one of the last videos I'll do tonight because it's so dark on the camera. Anyways, I can see pretty well, except kind of over here. But I took out the speakers and then I put the cover back on just so it looks, you know, like nice and flush and stuff. Saving a few grams there. I'm taking the sun visors off, even though those don't weigh much. I mean, like, you know, I'm saving little bits at a time. I'll probably take the center console out. I might leave the shift boot or whatever. I'll figure that out. I took this little coin tray out. I was thinking about taking this flap door off. I'm gonna take the speaker out of the other door. I already took the speakers out from behind, as you guys saw earlier. Yeah, I'm just kind of nickel and diming my way there until I do something big tomorrow. I'll catch you guys soon, though. Peace. Alright, you ready, kids? Pay attention closely. This is gonna be a quick one. Ready? Bam, horsepower.